like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. What a night at Madison Square Garden tonight. Teofimo Lopez took on Sandor Martin. Okay, at the 140-pound division, his second fight inside of the division of 140 pounds. Most people know Sandor Martin because Sandor Martin was the guy that basically retired a guy like Mikey Garcia, you know. And Teofimo Lopez is obviously newly trying to get acclimated to the weight class. So Teofimo Lopez had a lot to prove tonight. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like there is weakness in Teofimo Lopez's game, especially if you keep a distance of Teofimo Lopez and don't allow Teofimo Lopez to do things that he usually does in most fights. Now, luckily for Teofimo Lopez, these are things that can be taught. These are things that he can get taught. Things that you can't teach is that being athletic, having skills like that. You definitely can't teach that. But a guy like Teofimo Lopez, who possesses all the athleticism and has all the techniques and footwork and things like that, you know, he definitely will be able to learn. You know what I'm saying? I think that what we saw tonight was undisciplined Teofimo Lopez, a not patient Teofimo Lopez, right? Lunging in, getting caught. The first knockdown that we seen tonight versus Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez going down. He just gets caught on balance. You know what I'm saying? He gets caught on balance coming inside and gets caught. Uh, Nothing big. If Sandor Martin was a bigger puncher, if Sandor Martin actually had power, that really could have hurt Teofimo Lopez tonight because he got careless in that sense. The second knockdown, which I believe was a push. Okay, when it's the inside of your fist that's hitting a guy, that's not even a punch. That's a fucking push. You can see him trying to get leverage with the punch, but in reality, he saw Teofimo Lopez, and he already knew Teofimo Lopez has been caught off balance when he's lunging in. So what did he do? He gave him his check right, and pushed him to the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, though, Teofimo Lopez should not be, uh, having trouble with guys like Sandor Martin. You know what I'm saying? I think that Teofimo Lopez's skill level is way above Sandor Martin, but Sandor Martin is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? I I didn't say anything about Sandor Martin or the type of fighter that Sandor Martin was. I knew exactly the type of fighter that Sandor Martin was. Obviously, we saw it tonight. It's on display. A guy that was not going to engage with you, a guy that was going to keep his distance and try to counter you, you know. And his game plan worked. You know what I'm saying? He executed his game plan. I think that Teofimo Lopez, uh, you know, a lot of people could say it could have gone either way. I don't think so, though. I don't think so at all. I think Teofimo Lopez won that fight very clear. I think he outboxed him. The only thing after the two knockdowns or the one knockdown, what did Sandor Martin really do inside of that ring? Not enough, to be honest, right? It wasn't enough for Sandor Martin to get a victory tonight. You know, Teofimo Lopez going forward, we understand that guys like Devin Haney, Josh Taylor, those are guys that will give Teofimo Lopez trouble if he doesn't discover the art of being a dirty fighter. I think that the best way to beat a guy that runs a lot, and it's true, right? And it's definitely true. The guy wasn't there to engage. The guy was running the whole night. Yes, he was, right? But at the end of the day, you had to be watching film. You had to have seen who Sandor Martin was, and you had to know that Sandor Martin wasn't going to engage, right? Not cutting off the ring effectively. That's not on your opponent. That's on you. Okay, simple as that. Let's get that straight. That isn't on your opponent. That's on you. Second, not developing a dirty tactic game, right? Now, if I understand when a guy starts running, and you get him on the ropes or something, they want to clinch. Well, you be first to clinch, but you throw an elbow out, right? Make the ref do his job that night. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to fight a fighter that wants to run. That's the way to slow a guy down. When you start doing tactics, when you start getting away with little slick shit here and there, that's how you slow them down. You know, at the end of the day, we understand the running style is a style that is not favorable for viewership. You know what I'm saying? It's not favorable to the eyes of fans. So tonight we definitely saw boos. We definitely saw that because Sandor Martin was just not there to engage with Teofimo Lopez. Simple as that. But I think that we also saw Teofimo Lopez as a weakness in his game, and that's distance, right? It is if a fighter comes in and they understand their distance and they understand that they can manipulate that distance, then guess what? They're gonna eat you. They're gonna pick you apart, right? Especially guys that are better than Sandor Martin that don't get caught with just anything, right? So guys like Teofimo Lopez, what I tend to, uh, you know, say is you have to develop a dirty game tactic, right? You have to understand that not everybody's gonna want to engage with you. Not everybody's gonna want to sit in the pocket with you. Not everybody's gonna want to trade with you. Simple as that. You can't make somebody do what they don't want to do, right? But what you can do is frustrate them, and frustrate them some more. Simple as that. You got to develop that dirty game tactic to stop the tactics that they do, right? Because obviously the runner, his game tactic is to come inside and throw a 1-2 combination and then clinch you, right? But if you know that the clinch is coming, how about you have something ready for him? How about next time he tries to clinch, you go in with an elbow? You know what I'm saying? Make the ref do his job. Now, if the ref says something, come with something different. You know what I'm saying? Go low. You have to develop that dirty game tactic because clinching, excessive clinching is a dirty tactic. It's a dirty tactic. No matter which way you see it, that's a dirty tactic. Excessive clinching is a dirty tactic, right? Because you're obviously not fighting at that point. You're obviously, uh, you have the advantage. So, what do you have to do when a guy just wants to clinch you? You have to go in and you really have to develop that dirty game tactic. Have something ready for him. I'll come in with an elbow straight to the forehead. Hey, shit, I didn't see him. He was running. He ran into my elbow. Something like that. Slow him down. You know what I'm saying? Straight to the eye, maybe pop an eye or something. Hey, that's his fault. You know what I'm saying? We're here fighting. We're not here to hug. You know what I mean? Hey, dude ran into my elbow. What can I do? What can I say? But in all seriousness, Teofimo Lopez showed weakness tonight, and he has to start learning some fucking tactics. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that, look, man, if it comes down to this, we gotta go to Plan B. You know what I'm saying? Develop that shit. Um, as far as his father, I don't really want to comment on that. I definitely do want to see what T.O. Senior was saying in the corner. I was I was at the fight, so I couldn't see, but I'll definitely go back and take a look. It you know it's usually like tonight's fight. I mean, most people, if you're a hardcore fan, you knew what kind of fight this was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You knew what type of fight that was gonna be. A Sandor Martin, who we saw against Mikey Garcia, just wasn't willing to engage and won on points. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. So you knew that was gonna be the Sandor Martin that was gonna come in tonight. So there's no excuse for Teofimo Lopez to really feel like Sandor Martin wasn't a worthy opponent and this and that. There's just no excuse at the end of the day, right? You have to learn how to cut off the ring effectively, and you have to learn some dirty tactics. Simple as that. You got to learn some fucking dirty tactics. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You know, you have to have that you just have to have that, right? In your back pocket. You just never know, right? You can't be the good fighter in there and this and that. Nah, you're gonna get rolled over by guys that are fucking they're juicing every time they go to the ring anyways, you know what I mean? So you won't get rolled over by these dudes. But it was a good fight as far as seeing what Teofimo Lopez needs to work on, especially if he wants to fight in the division like 140 pounds, to be honest, right? You he has to do something. You know, it's obvious. It's obvious. He has to do something. I don't know what is going on. Another thing that I wanted to state was Teofimo Lopez fights to the level of his competition. As simple as that. When he fought Lomachenko, which was his hardest opponent to date, you know, he shined. When he fought George Kambosos, which was, you know, a guy that people thought that he was going to steamroll. You know what I'm saying? He fought to his level and lost, right? When he fought Sandor Martin, he got the win, but it didn't look how it should have. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. When he fought Nakatani, he played to the level of the competition. As simple as that. He's just playing to the level of the competition. He's not. It happens with a lot of sports teams as well. You know, if you see the 0-16 team that goes and beats the team that's going to the playoffs and going to the Super Bowl, battle in the Super Bowl, and they win. No, it's just that they played to the level of the competition that day. You know what I'm saying? They were just there. But Teofimo needs to stop stooping low when he's fighting opponents that shouldn't be in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Teofimo Lopez was gonna look good as far as getting the decision on the card, outboxing Sandor Martin. We knew who Sandor Martin was, and I thought that he was gonna have a sound performance, but which wasn't the case. It wasn't a sound performance. When you get knocked down, that's not a sound performance, right? You're getting caught off balance, lunging in, uh, trying to do God knows what, right? And then he catches you with a check hook. Luckily, he has no power and no pop that he could really have. He could have really hurt you if he did, right? Imagine lunging into somebody like a Regis Prograde like that, and you getting caught with something by Regis Prograde. It's not gonna be a pretty night for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, bro. So Teofimo Lopez, um, if he wants a fight with Josh Taylor, which I think that's gonna be a very tough opponent because that type of fight is not really tailor made for him. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor does have dirty tactics. We seen him against Jose Ramirez. Josh Taylor is gonna frustrate Teofimo Lopez, and one thing that I've seen from Teofimo Lopez is that he does get frustrated. He really does get frustrated, and I think tonight he was undisciplined. But did he lose the fight or anything of that nature? No, he did not. I don't even think he was close to losing that fight. After the knockdown, which I only counted one knockdown to be honest. Like I said, the inside of his fist. I mean, if your inside of your fist is the one that's hitting you, that's not a knockdown. That's a fucking push off. And I saw that shit clearly. Dude, really, he got the leverage. Knew that Teofimo Lopez likes to lunge, catches him with that check hook, but pushes on off impact. So I mean, it is what it is. You can count it or not. But it's still what it doesn't. It doesn't. Why are you getting caught with stupid shit like that? You know what I mean? It's like, why are you getting caught with it? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if he did fall. I mean, if it did, if it was on purpose and not on purpose, is why did you get caught with that? You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what we've seen him get caught in his fight against Sandor Martin, in a fight against George Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? That put him down to the ground. And to be honest, those are guys that don't have the power to knock you out, right? So imagine, like I said, a guy like Regis Prograde hitting you with something like that, or a guy like Javante Tank Davis hitting you with something like that. Now I understand also, that you're not just gonna go in there all crazy either. I would hope not, right? I will hope that you don't have the confidence to just walk up in there and think that you run the shit and then just get hit with something clean and get knocked the fuck out. I really would hope not. You know what I'm saying? But it Teofimo Lopez has to show in his next fight. I feel like now fans are like, well, Teofimo, we have to see Teofimo again, right? After Teofimo Lopez is lost, after Teofimo Lopez has gone through all of these problems and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of people are checking for him for his for a lot of the shit that he's doing and a lot of things like that, right? I think that you bring the attention on yourself, and people are going to critique. At the end of the day, you are a celebrity, and I get it. Um, you might think that bad publicity, I mean, all publicity is good publicity, whatever. That shit, um, which could be the case and can be the case, right? You know what I'm saying? It becomes a time where people start getting annoyed with the shit. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not performing up to par. You know. So my advice to Teofimo Lopez, man, keep doing your fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. Keep your fucking head up and continue to work, man. Continue to learn. Because the only way you're going to get better and better and better is by learning. You know what I'm saying? You can't get. I understand that his. I understand that his father is his trainer. He doesn't want to move on from his father or anything like that. And of course not who want to move on from their father. But I think the best thing for Teofimo Lopez as of right now is, I mean, of course you got to keep your father, but you have to have somebody else. I mean, I think that people have been telling Teofimo Lopez time and time and time and time and time that you have to have somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Your father can't do everything. You know what I mean? And I think that that's selfish. I think it's selfish because we get it. You know what I'm saying? This is a father and son project that y'all got into and y'all fell in love with it, and the kid is successful and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be willing to learn and learn new things. You know what I'm saying? When you get stuck, getting comfortable, when you get comfortable, you gonna lose in life. You gonna lose in life because you're not learning nothing new, right? The dumbest motherfuckers is the guys that be on the corner and don't take no advice from nobody. You know what I'm saying? A wise man listens. You know what I'm saying? A wise man listens to people. A wise man listens to all walks of life. Why is that? Because you gain experience from others. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? What? Why people? Why you can't just stay comfortable with what you know already. You have to be able to learn from others. You have to be able to learn from new things. Anybody in this world can teach you something new. You go outside today, you can learn something new. Simple as that. Uh, Ego and pride can only get you but so far. You know what I'm saying? Ego and pride can only get you but so far. I think that you know it is what it is. But I enjoyed tonight. Tonight was a great night of boxing. MSG was on fire. I mean, the atmosphere was literally, it was crazy. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was literally crazy. Um, Keyshawn Davis, a good performance against Burgos. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the knockout, but you know, he was in there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He was having fun with it. Obviously Keyshawn Davis still up and coming fighter. So, I mean, you can't really expect too much from him. But he says he wants the top dogs, you know what I mean? So hey, Xander Zayas, great performance. I mean, it was, got the knockdown. Look, that joint with Dude goes flying to the ropes and comes bounce back off the ropes, that was a knockdown for sure. But Xander's eyes, they still up and coming fighters, man. Still up and coming fighters. Jared Anderson, uh, great performance. You know what I mean? Great performance. performance, got the TKO victory over Forrest. Got caught with some big shots. Forrest was obviously awkward. He was just throwing some wild ass haymakers and caught Jay Anderson a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? But what I liked was Jay Anderson took it well. You know what I'm saying? He has a good chin. And that's always good to see. And in the main event, of course, Teofimo Lopez, Sandor Martin. I wasn't surprised that the fight went all 12. I was surprised that Teofimo Lopez got knocked down by Sandor Martin. That's what I was surprised at. I was surprised that he got undisciplined. Oh, I was also surprised, like, when you got him against the ropes, why are you not throwing enough? Why are you not throwing enough? Why are you not just getting him this shit, right? Dude's nose was broke the whole fucking fight. Aim it. Target it. You know what I'm saying? Target it. You got to target that. You know what I mean? Uh, Break them down. You know what I'm saying? Break them down. I get it. It's all in the fight, but it was a good fight though, man. Good fight. I think that tonight, definitely seen a lot from Teofimo, and definitely seen things that Teofimo has to work on, and definitely seen things that I will be looking for in his next fight. Um, his next fight is we'll find out. You know what I'm saying? It might be an Arnold Barboza, to be honest, next fight. It might be an Arnold Barboza, which will be a good fight. You know what I mean? It'll be a good fight because I don't know who Barboza's fighting, but maybe after that fight, I think that Teofimo Lopez, Arnold Barboza will get it on. And it should be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that Barboza is more tailor-made for Teofimo Lopez, a guy that stands inside and does want to bang with you. And, is not running around the ring. You know what I mean? I think that would be a better style for Teofimo Lopez. But all in all, if Teofimo Lopez definitely wants to test himself with the likes of Josh Taylor, you know, and that would be the fight that Teofimo Lopez would have to get. You know what I'm saying? But he has to clean up and he has to shapen up his game. You know what I'm saying? You have to sharpen them tools, man. You have to sharpen them tools if you want to be successful in this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P4P Boxing Real News, and I'm out. Peace.